Xbox One S, starting at $299.
Conan Exiles is an open-world survival game set in the universe of Robert E. Howard's Conan the Barbarian.
Your first moments in Conan Exile are gonna be pretty rough.
Cut down from a cross, left in the sand to die. You need to find yourself water.
Then you can start thinking on building a bow with arrows or some projectile weapons so you can go hunting.
Some of these creatures are obvious and somewhat mundane, like elephants, which you'll be hunting for ivory. But then there's creatures that you'll need silver to defeat, and you'll need to go and hunt those in the dark and haunted places of Hyboria.
Building is a very important aspect of survival as well.
Having a building in Conan Exiles provides shelter from the environment, keeps you safe from the dangers of the outside, will keep you safe from your enemies in PvP, and of course it provides a place for you to put all your stuff and lock it behind closed doors.
Thralls are another very important tool that we have for survival.
You make thralls, you create thralls. For example, you capture a blacksmith thrall, and he'll give you access to items that can only be crafted by that blacksmith thrall. That allows you, for example, to create Sumerian weapons, even though your character is not a Sumerian. One of the advantages of capturing thralls and breaking their will on the Wheel of Pain is that then you can use them to defend your base when you're not around. Your small private army of thralls will be able to keep your stuff protected while you're not there.
It is very important that you do prepare for the sandstone because it will ultimately kill you.
Two options. You can either find shelter, or you can craft yourself a rebreather mask, which will allow you to survive and explore in the sandstorm. As you explore the dark and dangerous places of Hyboria, it'll also start to drive you insane. You'll start to see things and hear things that aren't there.
But there are ways that you have to get rid of it. For example, you can capture and convert thralls that will dance for you, whose main effect is that they help you get rid of your corruption. Religion is another very important aspect of survival, as one of the major drivers for conflict. Avatars are a major dominating force in this world. it takes a very significant investment. And when you summon, you can rest assured they're going to have a huge impact.
When you start Conan Exiles, you'll be scavenging resources from the wasteland, sticks and stones to create your first rudimentary axe. But by the end, you'll be summoning an avatar of a god to smite your foes.
Regarding survival, you better run.
Someone asked me once if I remembered how it all went down, as if it happened so long ago that anyone could forget. So yeah, I remember. I remember when our homes and our towns turned into graveyards, when the wilderness became our only hope for survival. I remember when the planes fell out of the skies, when the trains stopped running, when the turbines shut down, and the world went dark. I remember when they put up the razor wire, like it was gonna stop anything. When the feds ran out of body bags.
Dig, rope.
When some of us sort of lost our minds.
I think it's dead.
Some lost more than that. Much more. I remember when we lived by a code, when brotherhood meant something, and living meant more than surviving.
Goddamn liar!
So yeah, I remember how it all went down. I don't give a damn about any of that. You know what I remember most? Riding the open road. The smell of your hair. The touch of your skin. I remember you. But those days are gone. Now I'm a drifter, a bounty hunter, a mercenary. And for me, the broken road is all that's left. But I'll always remember.
PlayStation.
In the fantastical shared world of Sea of Thieves, the freedom of the pirate life awaits as players embark on their own epic multiplayer adventures. Our catchily titled Update 0.1 signals the start of the Sea of Thieves technical alpha phase, and with it, some lucky players from our Insider program will get to experience the thrill of the hunt as they sail the seas in search of hidden gold. Few things stoke the fire in a pirate's dark heart like buried treasure. In Update 0.1, there could be riches hidden beneath the sands of any island out there on the open sea. But all great adventures begin with a promise. And that's where our maps come in. When you embark on a treasure quest in this update of the game, you'll have a map to get you sailing in the right direction. In this case, a classic X marks the spot style map. You and your crew will be relying on this map, first to pinpoint the island, then to dig up the treasure. Making this a little bit easier is the map table on your ship. This gives you a wider view of the many islands you can travel to, and your ship's position on the sea. By comparing the islands on both maps like some kind of ingenious pirate detective, you can plot a course and get your treasure hunt underway. Ideally, at some point you'll make it to the right island and face one more test of your crew's cartographic skills to track down the buried stash. There won't really be a giant red X in the sand, so you'll have to use the island's landmarks to find your way. Just like birthday celebrations and riding a seesaw, digging for treasure is much more fun with someone else. And the more of you who help to dig, the faster you'll uncover the bounty. But that's only half the voyage. For the real reward, you need to get the chest back to an outpost and cash it in. So while one pirate hauls the treasure, the others should escort them back to the ship, watching for any sly rivals who would love to score some treasure the easy way. Back on the ship, it's up to you to find a good hiding place for your precious cargo. There's still a chance that some enterprising sea dog will sneak on board and snatch it, but don't make it easy for them. Of course, the seas can be treacherous, and your crew will have to work together to reach a safe haven, fending off rival crews if they get too close. This could be a chance to test your blunderbuss or pistol by boarding their ship, to engage in a friendly exchange of ideas. If that doesn't go to plan, you'll be taking a trip to the Ferry of the Damned because, well, you'll be dead. But don't worry too much. If you and your fellow lost souls ask the captain nicely, he might escort you back to the real world and you'll be back in action. So what happens if your whole ship goes down? Well, as luck would have it, some friendly mermaids will be on hand to rescue you and your crew. Because that's what mermaids do, apparently. If, after all this, you eventually get back to an outpost with your ill-gotten gains, head to the shipwright who'll happily exchange it for gold. Well, maybe not happily, but she will exchange it. One quest, well and truly smashed. This is just a first glimpse of what's to come in Sea of Thieves, and we look forward to showing you more as we set sail through our technical alpha phase and beyond. Cheers!
Hi, this is Rafael Colantonio. I'm the president of Arcane Studios and creative director on Prey.
Hey everybody, this is Ricardo Baer. I am the lead designer on Prey.
At Arcane, we love games that blend simulation and narration, like Dishonored. We do games you can play the way you want. Prey is another one of those games.
Welcome to Talos 1. Because of the open-ended structure of the game, the player can go pretty much anywhere they want on the station, but right now our mission is to find a scientist named Dr. Calvino.
Some of our aliens turn into things as a mean of camouflage.
Attention. Station leadership has issued an alert. All personnel should report to muster stations immediately and await further instructions.
Lots of ways to solve problems on Talos 1. Weapons are one of them, but weapons are rare.
Okay, so this is one of the most important items in the game. It's called the Neuromod, and this is how the player upgrade himself. So here is the RPG layer of the game. You could see there's map, status, inventory, and these are the list of this is the list of abilities that we have. So some of them are human, some of them are aliens,
Which you learn by stabbing a needle into your eye. This is the glue cannon, a tool that has a lot of different uses.
This is an alien power called Super Thermal. We recently acquired it using the Neuromod.
Okay, so we're going to use the roster system in order to try and track Calvino down, but the door is locked. So we're going to take this opportunity to demonstrate one of our unique alien abilities called Mimic.
So in the game you can actually learn your powers from the aliens, so it's only fair that you too can turn into a cup.
The roster system helps players locate anyone aboard Talos 1.
The glue cannon can also be used for traversal.
That was a Phantom, one of the other kinds of aliens aboard the station.
And this is a third way to use the glue cannon. So this item is called a recycler charge. In the game you can recycle pretty much anything, either to here declutter an area or to use as a weapon. Now the recycle elements that come out of it are actually ingredients for a fabrication system that we'll show in a moment.
Aliens aren't the only threat aboard Talos 1.
Mimic can be used also for stealth.
Inventive players will be able to chain powers together. So right now this player needs to get up onto that elevated platform, so they're going to combine Mimic with Kinetic Blast.
Disassembly with pure suit integrity.
Okay, so this is the fabrication system. So here are the ingredients I was talking about earlier, and this is the fabricator. So as long as you have fabrication plans, you can create any object that is in the game. Here we're creating an object to fly in 0G.
Microgravity detected.
Talos 1 is a massive space station, so here we've modeled the entire exterior which the player can use to chart their course between missions or just for exploration.
You found him. Not surprising. Well done.
Alright, we've located our missing crew member. Let's head back in.
Okay, now we're going to see another ability that you can upgrade called Leverage Level 3, which allows you to pick up huge objects and use them as a weapon or just to clear a path.
But players will have to be careful sometimes installing alien neuromods because on occasion it will attract the attention of other aliens.
And this is called a nightmare, for a reason.
And that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Prey comes out spring 2017 on PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Bye.
Roar! That dome hammer doesn't scare me. Boom! Oh no!
Boy.
Stop!
Your mother's knife.
What for?
A test. She taught you to hunt, yes?
Yes, sir.
Then show me what you know. I am hungry. What are you doing? Now his guard is up. No! You are not ready. Stay back!
You had a chance.
You had the chance. Do not think of it as an animal. Back away, boy! Here's your chance. Show me you're ready. Let me tell you what's out there. Vast reaches of wilderness, untamed. A rugged domain, majestic, but lethal. It belongs to them, the machines. The steel beasts who rule these lands and guard the secrets buried beneath its crumbling ruins. If you hunt these wilds, no matter how skilled you are, no matter how clever, you will become the hunted. Can you brave that challenge? Can you pass that test? If you want to survive, you have to make the kill. Only then can you bring to light the deep secrets of the Earth.
Pre-order and get weapon and armor modifications with the Nora Machine Trapper Pack.
PlayStation.
This is Operation Kingslayer. Listen up. Our field of operation is Bolivia. Dense jungles, freezing mountains, and salt flats. If you don't watch your back, you won't leave it alive. Your target is the Santa Blanca drug cartel. Their network relies on fear, violence, and intimidation. You'll need to destroy them from the inside, destabilize each aspect of their operations, production, smuggling, influence, and security, to bring them to their knees. You have full autonomy. You pick your targets. You decide how to take them out. Just get it done. Gather your intel. Learn who the players are. Learn their methods. Then destroy them. To make this op a real party, the local military force, Unidad, are on the cartel's payroll. They've been fighting it out with a low-rent rebel group called the Qataris 26. You want to survive? These underfunded and under-equipped rebels are your new best friends. You gotta think. You gotta be strategic. No one will come when you call for help. Use what you can to get the job done. You have your arsenal and every vehicle you can find at your disposal. And don't be afraid to throw out the playbook. Each of you is an elite warfighter, but together you have the strength to take down an army. And remember, ghosts, credit is failure. You will burn the Santa Blanca drug cartel to the ground, but no one will know who was holding the match.
Mass Effect Andromeda is the next generation of action RPG.
Yeah. No way this is home.
Brand new epic sci-fi adventure set in a vast explorable galaxy. You are the Pathfinder, part explorer, part soldier, part guide. And it's your mission to find a new home for humanity. But in Andromeda, resources are scarce, worlds are hazardous or outright uninhabitable. Every planet has its own story. On this one, warring outlaw factions fight over every available scrap. You can make new allies or enemies. The choice is yours.
Not too shabby for folk who got kicked off the station with nothing to show for it.
All I see is the trail of bodies they left behind. Sam, tell me about Sloane Kelly.
Before joining the initiative as head of Nexus Security, Miss Kelly served in the Alliance with a nearly spotless record.
Nearly?
She was involved in multiple altercations with other officers.
A hothead. Great.
What brings a Pathfinder to our humble port?
Ven Terev. Name ring any bells?
What's he to you? And don't lie to me.
Just point me to where you're holding him and there won't be any trouble.
There won't be.
Drop it! Now! You first.
Get out, or I'll put you down.
These worlds are big, so for the sake of time, we're going to speed up our adventure. There are many paths to follow on this planet, and you'll need everything at your disposal to survive. Whether it's a six-wheel drive Nomad, which protects you from hazards and enemies, or the scanning and analysis tools to help you interpret everything you discover.
Look for anything that might lead us to the killer.
The tracks make it look like an ambush.
Fits the Rokar profile. It's a start.
Angaran blood. Matches your Rokar theory, Reyes.
Keep scanning. We need hard evidence.
In a dangerous alien galaxy desperate for resources, conflict is inevitable. But you'll have access to futuristic weapons, gear, and powers to help you in your fight for a new home. Though you start out with the ship and the Nomad, almost everything else you need, you'll have to find, steal, or craft yourself. And that's critical to your survival. These worlds have many dangers, from environmental hazards to hostile wildlife. A new galaxy awaits. How far will you go?